Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Welcome back to another segment of Chelsea latest news. Lots to go through. First of all, we all have the question, what was Pochettino and Paul Winstanley, as you can see in the picture, what were they doing at Brighton, watching Brighton versus Roma? I know we all have this question, so we want to talk about that. There's lots to talk about. Mauricio Pochettino, in regards to the new set piece coach that's coming in, it makes me think, it kind of reassures my feelings in recent times in regards to why I think maybe Pochettino might just stick around. I know there's a lot of talk about him getting sacked at the end of this season. I'm not quite sure about that. So we're going to definitely touch base on that. Pochettino having more barbecues all throughout the season to, sort of get the team together, get them to gel together, and build a very happy atmosphere. And of course, we have to touch base in regards to apparently some players are not coping with that pressure, that expectation, of delivering when you're playing for a football club like Chelsea Football Club, a top club in the European level. Obviously not right now, but we all know Chelsea Football Club is a top club. So some of the players are struggling to cope with the expectations of playing for Chelsea. So lots to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. But as I said, we are going to start things off from here, ladies and gentlemen. Mauricio Pochettino and Paul Winstanley, what were they doing at Brighton? Well, this is what Mauricio Pochettino had to say, ladies and gentlemen. Mauricio Pochettino on why he was at Brighton. No, it's not my job to scout. We wanted to go, as in a few weeks, we play Brighton in Brighton. Great opportunity to watch live football, only 45 minutes from here in Cobham. So we decided to go. It was good to watch Roma and Brighton also. So look, he's played it very cool. He's played it in the sense that, it's just next door neighbor to us. I mean, Cobham, Brighton, not that far away, 45 minutes. There's a football match, so we thought we'll go there. Look, I found the whole ordeal a bit strange. I was actually watching Brighton versus Roma. I was thinking, is Brighton going to do a bit of a madness and then come back on Roma? But no madness there. They still ended up winning. They could have had chances to score a couple of more and make the tie a bit interesting. But nonetheless, watching Paul Winstanley and Pochettino, look, I understand why Paul Winstanley is there. This guy probably underneath, deep down, he's still a massive Brighton fan. He wants to go there. I don't know, were they looking at, Evan Ferguson? He came in the second half. He wasn't there from the get-go. Were they trying to have a look at Lukaku? A lot of people are like, we should think about bringing Lukaku back. What people are, making a massive mistake here is that brother doesn't want to come back. It's not about us wanting him back. He don't want to come back. So the discussion stops there. So what was it? Were they scouting De Zerbi? It would be so strange to take your current manager and go, hey, watch how De Zerbi plays and let me know what you think about this manager. He's about to replace you. I find that whole thing very, very strange. So why were they there? Was it just for the fact of watching Brighton? Because we got Brighton coming up soon. I mean, you don't need to go to Brighton to watch this. You can watch tapes and so on and so forth. So look, I don't know. As I said, I found that entire thing strange. You guys let me know in the comment section why Paul Winstanley and Mauricio Pochettino perhaps could have gone. It seriously makes no sense to me. But some people are saying maybe it's a way to get Pochettino to have a look at as to how we want to play down the track. We want to be Brighton. We aspire to be Brighton. This is what the board and the owners want to be. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts were. As I said, I found that whole thing quite strange. Now, Mauricio Pochettino, I am the head coach, and I'm going to decide if some people are going to be with me or not, or if I'm going to add more people or not in the touchline. But the most important thing is to reinforce and do better. Always, we are open to improving. This is in regards to Bernardo Cueva, who is the set piece coach, who we've got a here we go for. So he's going to join Chelsea Football Club, not this season, start of next season. There's a lot of miscommunication, bit of different information coming from different journalists that Mauricio Pochettino wasn't actually consulted in regards to bringing this set piece manager in, set piece coach in. But then there are other sources saying no, he was discussed about this whole situation. Mauricio Pochettino apparently has said it as well, that yeah, he gave the blessings to bring this particular guy in. Look, I think, first of all, this is how I see the thing. I don't think Mauricio Pochettino initially probably wanted a set piece coach. He probably wanted to control everything with the backroom stuff that he has. He didn't want to add more people into it, but maybe at the end he might have listened to the directors and sort of said, yeah, look, if it helps us to be better in set pieces, which we do need to be better, then why not? But Mauricio Pochettino coming out and saying the way he is right now, that I'm the head coach, I decide who's going to be in the touchline, so on and so forth. It makes me think, honestly, does this look like a particular manager that's going to get sacked? Like, he's going to matches with Paul Winstanley at Brighton. He's having some form of say in regards to, set piece coach coming into the football club to aid him, basically help him out to get the team to improve. This doesn't look like a manager that is in the brink of getting sacked at the end of the season. Look, this is why I think, ladies and gentlemen, don't be surprised. And I'm sort of now caught in a strange situation. Like, in one hand, I really want Mauricio Pochettino to leave because I don't connect. I know a lot of you guys don't connect. I hate the way he sometimes speaks. It's so not Chelsea. But what is Chelsea now? Like, it's not the same Chelsea that we once knew under Roman Abramovich. All of that has been stripped away. So us sitting here holding on to something that we're not anymore. And I guess that's the reality of it. As much as we don't want to accept it, as much as we want to demand the owners to get us back to where we used to be, the fact is all of those things are gone. Like, everyone that understood Chelsea is finito. They've left. There is no Chelsea fabric remaining. So I'm torn at the moment where I'm like, another manager comes in. How much will it really change? Yeah, okay, new tactics, new philosophy. But the players will have to buy in again. It's a restart again. I feel like these players, they really believe in Pochettino. I know this season has been diabolical. It's been so shambolic. How can a manager stay? If this was Roman, this manager would have gone so long ago. It's not even funny, right? But under the new ownership, as I said, bringing in another personnel in the back room with set piece coach coming in, looks like Pochettino has had some say in it. And there's more news. Like, Pochettino is going around having barbecues. Check this out. Mauricio Pochettino insisted that Chelsea have his blessing to hire. So this is another bit of news in regards to Bernardo Cueva. Blessing to hire a set-piece coach. However, he has warned that only he will decide who is allowed in his technical area. So this is more in regards to the set-piece manager. The final compensation for the set-piece coach Bernardo Cueva's transfer to Chelsea from Brentford will be $750K. But check this out. Mauricio Pochettino has organized a number of team bonding events since taking over to assist with this. Another one was arranged on Friday afternoon with 120 to 130 people, including the players and the coaching staff, attending a barbecue at the training ground. It's coming from Simon Johnson. Further goes on to say, there are 2 nutritionists who will control what they are going to eat. We drink water, orange juice, no alcohol. We do not eat too much. We eat protein, green salad, no fries. The idea is to share time conversations between the players and the staff. The players learn to understand what it means to play for Chelsea. Of course, having a barbecue doesn't mean that afterwards we are going to score goals. But of course, it is about communication, feeling better. Like it is not only a training ground where you come to work, it's home, and we want to create a good feeling between everyone to get people to fight for the same thing to win. So this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Like, everything that we've just gone through, barbecues, nutritionists, creating an environment to bond together, better chemistry, bringing in a set-piece coach, going to matches and then scouting oppositions with Paul Winstanley. Like, does it look like this is a manager that is on the brink of getting sacked? For me, it doesn't. And look, if this brother stays next season, we have to compete like for at least top four. At least top four. We'll see where we end up at the end of the season. For this particular season, I'm going to do obviously a Leicester, Chelsea versus Leicester preview, which will be the next video later today. I fully believe, I'm confident we'll be able to beat Leicester and go into the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and we should hopefully do our level best to go to the final. If we draw one of the big boys in the semi-finals, whether it's Man City or Liverpool, I think if it's Man United, maybe we give ourselves some chance. But then again, we've lost against Man United. It's going to be tough, but if we can somehow make it to the final, win this FA Cup, which will be very difficult, but if we can somehow manage to come 6th or 7th in the Premier League, I don't know how, but somehow, maybe Pochettino is going to be given another opportunity, knowing that we came in 12th last season, finishing 6th or 7th, potentially a European spot. Next season, if he sticks around, he must deliver. He must deliver. Look, I know we don't like to chop and change. It just creates a lot of chaos. You start from scratch again. You start from the bottom again. These players, I fully understand it's probably not healthy for them to keep changing managers, but right now I just don't feel confident. So look, I'm open. I'm open for Pochettino to change my mind. If he can start winning games, if he can start doing well. But all I'm saying, from what I'm seeing so far, and I want to see what you guys have to say in the comment section. Does it look like this brother is going to leave? It seems like he's laying down the foundation. He's putting down the bricks, laying down the foundation to perhaps be here next season as well. And maybe the owners and the board will probably keep backing this guy, as opposed to letting him go and bring someone else in and start all over again. Just my thought. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. Check this out. Mauricio Pochettino admits some of his players are finding it difficult to handle the expectations of playing for such a big club. Once again, coming from Simon Johnson. This is huge, And look, this is something we probably already knew. We could see certain players just not managing well at Chelsea Football Club. The expectations for playing for such a big club is getting to them. I have two things to say about this. One, either we see the talent and we guide them and help them meet their expectations, or we see that they just don't cut it and get rid of them, cut the losses. I know for some of these players, we've purchased them for quite a lot of money. We've got long contracts with us. It's going to be very difficult to not make a loss, and in a financial fair play situation that we're going through where we can't afford to make any more losses, it will be very detrimental to the books. But certain players, do they look like they're Chelsea players? Like, for example, Madueke is someone who's in and out of the team. Does he look like he belongs at Chelsea Football Club? There's still question marks about Mudryk. I know Mudryk, overall the talent is there, but consistency. Not that long ago, we were all talking whether this brother is really cut out for Chelsea or not. I know recently he scored a goal, a really good goal, off the bench against Newcastle, but the consistency needs to go. And these are just a couple of names. There are other names that we probably need to ask the question whether they cut it or not. Even in defense, certain defenders like Buddy Shield, is he going to cut it long term? There are other experienced players like Sterling, Ben Chilwell. So there's question marks. I don't know. Look, with Ben Chilwell, at least you can say that, yeah, they understand. They've won stuff with Chelsea. Sterling has won stuff in the Premier League with Manchester City. So that I can take aside. But I think this is more in regards to the young players. You can even put Kani Chukwuemeka's name in there with all the injuries and whatnot, the expectations, and many other players. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, how would you treat this situation? For me, look, if we think that they have the talent, all right, let's try and build them up. But if we think that, look, they're just not going to cut it at Chelsea Football Club, I think, khalas, ladies and gentlemen, khalas. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what you thought about the entire piece today for latest Chelsea news. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Smash the like button. And most importantly, what's your thoughts about Mauricio Pochettino potentially staying next season as well. Let me know your thoughts. I shall see you guys next time. Subscribe if you're here for the first time, and we'll see you for the match preview for Chelsea versus Leicester FA Cup quarterfinals. Until then, take care. See ya.